What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day today. Getting into this episode of GH. I'll be so happy when this custody battle is over. I can't stand custody battles. They're cool in the beginning, but then they just drag out and they start to get annoying, especially with all the lies. Because it's gonna be one or two parents up in there, or one or both, lying about something or dragging it out, playing these little games. I'm like, listen, hurry up and give the kids to somebody suitable, please, so we can move on. Willow is just dumb. Just dumb. Diane was chewing her ass up on that courtroom. She was chewing her up on the witness stand. Everything out her mouth was just giving Diane everything she wanted, and she was too stupid to see it. Willow, she didn't see Diane coming from a mile away because she sat on that stand talking about, oh, I don't see what my relationship with Drew have to do with my fitness to take care of my kids. You don't see what it has to do with it. Okay. So Diane was asking her all these questions about the playroom, her having sex in there. Any one of the children could have walked into that room at any given moment, which is so true. It wasn't like the door was locked. Then she started asking her questions about why she barred Michael's family from seeing him at the hospital. Oh, well, Drew, made me see. Whose idea was it why did you take Wiley to DC without Michael's consent? Oh, well, Drew and I thought. Everything out her mouth was Drew. Everything out her mouth was either Drew said this or Drew and I thought, Drew and I felt. Everything was Drew. Everything out her mouth had Drew attached to it. So she was too stupid to even realize that she was making Diane's case for her. She handed Diane that on a silver platter. And she didn't even realize it. Idiot. That was completely stupid. I was like, Willow handed her that information on a silver platter. And it just proved Diane's point. And that's what she don't realize. She's proving Diane's point. Her relationship with Drew has everything to do with her fitness to raise her children, because it just proves Michael's point. She puts Drew above the kids. Look at her answers. Everything out of her mouth. Drew, 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 Drew. Never I. It was always Drew and I, or Drew. Like, why is he attached to every decision when it comes to these kids? Why? Why is it never your decision? Or you thought, or you felt? You know what I'm saying? Just dumb. Dan had the nerve to sit there and say, oh, I was the kid's primary caregiver while Michael was away. He abandoned his kids. That's not abandonment. He left the country to go seek treatment from a top clinic. Treatment that he wasn't going to get in the U.S. Treatment he was never going to get at GH. He was never going to get it at that hospital. He had to go away. And it was only temporary. It wasn't like he was gone for a year or two. He's literally only been gone for a couple of months, a few months. How was that abandonment? Like, come on. I hope the judge see right through that nonsense. I really do. So now Michael is starting to wonder how come the clinic didn't let him know that Willow was even there. They need to call that clinic. They need to start looking into that. They need to. They need to hunt that lady down and find out. And they'll see that Drew had everything to do with it. Because Willow is a complete idiot. Like, she's still sitting there with Nina talking about Drew wouldn't say those things, purposefully in front of Wiley. He wouldn't say those things at all. He wouldn't this, he wouldn't that. Willow, be quiet. You are just a lost cause at this point. And Drew has no remorse about saying those things in front of Wiley. He don't care. He just want to win. That's all it is. He wants to make Michael look bad, and it's a victory for him. Like, the look on Rick's face, he does not look enthused about none of this. Like, he don't look happy at all. Rick is just looking like, listen, I did what I had to do. I did the best I could. Just cut me my check. That's how he look. Like, Rick does not look like he's enjoying this at all. Because at this point, it's just a check for Rick. Excuse me. It's just a check for Rick at this point. But I don't see how he can continue to represent Willow like this. I don't. I mean, I get it because they're pretty much at the home stretch. Because the judge is now going to deliberate on this. And I really hope the judge come back with a verdict that she does not get full custody. Because now she wants to sit there talking about, oh, I wanted joint custody. I wanted that. But Michael made it clear that that's not, going to happen. Tell the judge why Michael feels that's not going to happen. See, she left out a key detail. Tell him why. You know what I'm saying? Tell the judge why Michael took shared custody off the table. Like, come on, don't sit there and try to be funny and leave out key details trying to make it seem like Michael is being, he doesn't want to compromise. Like, he's being unreasonable. Like, come on now. Willow, she deserved Drew. She deserved whatever hell he about to put on her. She deserved that idiot. So anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of idiots, Kai. Ugh. I like him, but his friendship with Drew, that's a no for me. Because he's sitting here trying to figure out why Drew doesn't get along with Portia and her family or whatever. And Portia gave him the cliff notes or whatever. She didn't go into full detail. She just basically was like, him and Curtis used to be friends and Drew changed and now he's all about using people. And Kai was like, yeah, but I can't turn my back on him because he's been good to me. Did you not just hear what she said? That man has been good to you because he sees something in it for himself. Did you not hear the part where she said he uses people, even people that he claims to care about? Like, he's spending all this time fighting for Willow's children. Where the hell is his daughter? Where is Scout? Still at Alexa's house? Like, come on now. All this care for other kids and not his own? Ridiculous. But Kai gonna learn. He that type of person, he gonna learn the hard way. Like, I appreciate, Portia trying to be diplomatic about it, like, because she didn't want to try to sway him against Drew. But at the end of the day, he gonna figure it out. He gonna learn. Because if what she just said to him didn't sway him enough, then he just gonna have to learn the hard way, and it is what it is. Because even Trina is trying to bite her tongue on this whole situation with Kai and Drew, because she's not thrilled about it. She even told Ava, like, she's, not happy about him being cool with Drew and friends with him or whatever, but she's trying to be the bigger person and not, let him know, like, listen, you need to stay away from him. Like, she's not trying to be on his ass about it, but she need to. I mean, y'all dating or whatever, you need to be on him about this. And, she worried about her parents, in their marriage. And, Ava, of course, didn't want to tell her the tea. Which I understand. Ava's looking good as shit. Let me tell you something. Ava always looked good. She was looking real good. But yeah, I get where Ava coming from. She didn't want to tell her the full truth about what's going on. Because that's not her place, of course. I wouldn't have done it either. She gave her some little generic answer about marriages going up and down and stuff, which is true. It does. But Trina need to stay out of that one. Her parents, they need to work it out for themselves. And then Trina started asking Ava about what's going on with her and Rick. And Rick is, Ava happy that her and Rick got something going on. They trying to figure things out. But of course, Christina's about to try to fuck that up. Christina need to go somewhere. She never learns. Like, Christina will never leave well enough alone. Now she want to sit here and pay Cody to basically break up Rick and Ava, to get in between them. Because she talking about, oh, Molly, she not too happy about her dad seeing Ava. So what? Rick is a grown man. And for one, Molly, and I know Molly not too thrilled about the two of them being together, but Rick is no better than Ava, in my opinion. Like, Rick ain't no choir boy. But let's be for real. Christina's not trying to break up Rick and Ava for Molly. She's doing it solely for her. Like, she's trying to find any little way to get revenge on Ava. And Cody is so money hungry and dumb that he's willing to get involved in that scam. Like, so stupid. Such an earhead. Like, why would you want to make Ava an enemy on behalf of Christina? Why would you want to do that? Why? Ava is not the person to piss off, and neither is Rick. That's a fool's move on his part. Like, he needs to do his homework on these two, because getting in between them is not smart. Especially for the little money that Christina probably gonna pay him. 'Cause I doubt she gonna pay him top dollar. She claimed that she gonna make it worth his while. Yeah, sure. Let's see the money first. But he's a fool, and Christina just never learns. She can't never leave well enough alone. Um. So anyway, moving on from that foolishness. So Lucky decided to give Isaiah the deed to a cabin on a lake, I guess, that he owns. I guess he got it through Luke or something or whatever. I was pissed when he did that. I'm like, what? Why would you give it to him? Like, I could understand if Aiden may not have wanted it, so what? You still could have bequeathed it to him or whatever when your time came, or let him, hang out there, whatever. Either way, you could have signed the shit over. Better yet, you could have gave it to Lulu. Why would you give it to Isaiah of all people? Like, I would have gave that shit to Lulu or somebody. Like, y'all still have kids in the family that y'all could have passed that down to. Like, no. Absolutely not. I am so glad Lucky is leaving. Like, he on his little goodbye tour, and now he gotta say bye to his mama. Goodbye, good riddance. Look who back. Kentucky Fried Chicken is back. Martin is back from California from the jailhouse. He was in jail up in there or whatever, and apparently his ex-wives done clean him the fuck out. Like, the ex-wives took all his assets. He broke. Now he gotta live with Laura and Kevin. I'm like, damn, bro. Ugh. All your money gone? Oof. That's crazy to be starting over at that age. Like, that is crazy. And of course, he don't learn his lesson, because now he blames Tracy for it. Now he want revenge on Tracy. I'm like, oh my lord, sir. I'm like, man, he need to let it go. Martin need to let it go. Tracy is not the enemy that you want. Like, let's be for real. I have a feeling that Tracy and Martin might end up as a couple, though. I feel like their little love hate thing might turn into actual love for them. I think it might. I think he, behind all that bravado of his, I think he might like Tracy. He keep acting like he may not, but I think he do. So anyway, moving on from that. BLQ is over it. She want revenge. And, the only thing Tracy was happy about was the fact that she kicked the Cerulos out. But Tracy is trying to sway her from getting revenge on Lulu, basically. Trying to get her to back down, let that go. But BLQ not going to let it go because she feel like she should be more like Tracy and just have a I don't give a fuck attitude, basically. I think Tracy is trying to sway her from going after Lulu because, for obvious reasons, because she cares about both of them and she don't want her granddaughter battling her stepdaughter, which is understandable, but it's inevitable. It's going to happen. So Tracy might want to just stand out of the way, basically be Switzerland at this point. And I think that's what Tracy ought to do. Stay out of the way. Because I feel like no matter what Tracy says, BLQ going to do what the hell BLQ want to do. So it's in her best interest. Let that go. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Let them duke it out at this point. I would just, let BLQ get her, let her get her revenge. Because she felt like Lulu should be held accountable. She like, fuck that. Lulu got to pay. Ain't no way around it. She not going to let it go. So Tracy, either pick a side or move aside at this point. I wouldn't mind BLQ being more like Tracy. Honestly, I wouldn't mind it because, hell, we going to need a legacy around here. Shit, we going to need somebody to pick up the slack. I mean, we all know Tracy ain't going to be here forever. And I need my Tracy fix. Because it's going to be a sad day when she is gone. It is going to be a sad day. But anyway, That was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.